Okay. Okay, now let's check personnel management, organization management, basic settings, number ranges, set up number ranges for all plan versions. Let me pause the recording. Okay, personnel management, organizational management. SPRO. Personnel management, organizational management, basic settings, maintain number ranges. Personnel management, organizational management, basic settings, maintain number ranges. Setup number assigned for all plan versions. Now, this all plan version, basically your version will be your customer's version. That will see what versions do we have. Okay, the group is NUMRG. Value abbreviation is empty, which means it will be used by all plan versions. Now, what are plan versions? We'll see that in the next steps. Okay, subgroup INNR is for external number assignment, number range maintenance. Subgroup, okay. Documents, no change document available. Intervals, okay. In that dollar, we have two number ranges, which is one is EX for external, and that's why external is checked. And internal is starting with 50 going till 999. And of course, this can be edited as well, and this can be extended as well, or we can have a different number range starting from after this number. Now, next step is WOPB and WAP. WOPV, WOPV is current plan is 01. This is the plan that we'll be working on, but once you are actually working with a customer, that customer will have their own dedicated explicit version, and that will be one version across the landscape because we have multiple, because this is a practice server, and that will be an exclusive, a mutually exclusive access basically. And this version basically has all the configuration. So over here we have 01, which is by default given by the practice server. 01 is active. As we can see, this is active, but current is not active. Current means that the version, if any configuration is stored into in any version, it will not be this version because it's not current. So we have to make it current as well. For that, we'll have to go for OOPV /N OOPV. Oh, sorry. OOAP. OOPV, OOAP. Okay, 01. Group is this group. Integration plan version with active plan version. OOPV. Okay, this is active but not current, and this will be our current version. Next step is PSO0. Okay, choose that version. Current plan, we can have multiple plans over here. Domino's, KFC, Lawrenceburg. Okay, so we'll go with current plan. Okay, now let's go and check OOPV. Now it is current. Now all your configuration will be directed to this current plan. I hope this is clear. Let's go to the next part. PO10. Okay, the plan version, by default, it's picking up current plan. This is where all our units configuration, everything will be set up under this plan. So one version is allowed per setup and one license is allowed per company. Okay, we've already defined the enterprise structure. That was the first thing that we did. Okay, enterprise structure, personal areas and personal sub areas were also set up, and the employee groups as well. Let's revisit our configuration again and let's see what are our employee groups and employee subgroups. Then we'll take a snapshot of that enterprise structure, definition, HRM, personal areas. Okay, our personal area was Caltex. Where is it? Okay, Caltex is here. What I'll do, okay, I'll I'll take a screenshot. Caltex. Now this will become a reference for you for your practice work. Okay, let's go back and let's check the same sub areas, personal sub areas. Now, personal areas are geographical locations, and sub areas are additional locations within personal areas. Okay, then we have employee groups. Okay, Caltex was CLTX, CLTX. Okay, Caltex factory and Caltex office. And we'll take a snapshot again, so that whenever we reference back to our configuration, we just don't have to memorize it. We'll have a reference over here. Okay, I'll save it. So this will become your go-to reference. Okay, SPRO assignments. Did we actually go into assignments? I don't know. I can't remember. So let's revisit our configuration again. Okay, now enterprise structure, assignments, human resource management. If this node is assigned, which is personal area to company code, then we can assume that other organizational units have been assigned as well. CLTX company code. No, this has not been assigned. So we will assign a company code. And let's see what was our company code. I can't recall that. Okay, special accounting, assign company code to company. First, we actually defined those CL, Cortex, Dubai. Come on. Okay, search for it. Caltex. Okay, Caltex USA. We'll assign this. Just a second, I'll control this lagging. Just a second. Okay, enter. I hope the server is not disconnecting. Come on, I guess the server is going down. Enter, save. Okay, next step is assign. Did we assign a controlling area? I don't know. Let's see. Assign plant to company code. Let's do this. Text, save. Okay. Sales distribution, assign sales org, company code. Um, Caltex, text. Okay, this is done. Assign purchasing org company. It's not there. Purchase org is not made. Okay, good enough. Logistics, plant maintenance. Okay, human resources, assignment of personnel area, company code. Okay. Caltex. Okay, company code Caltex. Country grouping will be 10, which is US. Okay.
How do we figure that out?
Okay, how do you figure that out? I'll just let you know. We have range of defaulted country grouping. Now, every country has its own set of payroll laws, rules, and those laws and standards have been collected in SAP. Okay. And this is the country grouping assigned by SAP. 01 is for Germany because there's a German product. 10th is USA. And we have various countries, the standard of which are available in SAP for payroll, for taxation, okay, as per the laws of that region and country. Okay, so these many countries are covered, and some countries are covered with alphabetical legends, and some are covered with numeric legends. Okay, so we'll take USA as a default. I'll just take a snapshot of this. Save. Now, employee subgroups. Yes, that's the next important step. Okay, employee subgroups to employee group. Now, our employee subgroup was, any ideas what was that? Can't recall. I mean, these are some important steps. The personal areas, personal sub areas. Okay, we haven't actually reached that point. I hope it's C, Caltex. Okay. And we have B1, B2, hourly worker, monthly worker, hourly salaried, monthly salaried, B3, B4, or B1, B2. Monthly salaried, hourly salaried, monthly worker. I guess it was B3 and B4. But we'll take a snapshot of all this. Okay, save. This is done. Yeah. Okay, the assignment is done. Assignment part is done. Let's go back to our presentation. Okay, now that was the end of lecture 5. Now we have chapter 6. Now this is all conceptual. These are some concepts that I'll share with you. Organizational structures are different for every company. Even factories will be different from the corporate offices. Okay, the layout is done by directors in workforce management, and SAP HCM consultants know better how to build such structures for companies to sustain. Otherwise, companies will be unsustainable. And within these structures, we have multiple levels of reporting, multiple levels of managing, and these are defined within the organization. Okay. The plan version, we've already discussed it. We've already seen that. Okay. Then we have units, organizational units. These will be defined in within the system like jobs, position, cost centers, persons. Jobs are basically job descriptions. Positions are basically tangible positions that are held by people, by persons. Okay. Organizational units, the layouts within departments, within the whole structure will be defined in SAP. Okay. That will be done through PO10. 13 13th slide is about the job. As I've already told you, the job basically is the description, a charter of what a position is supposed to achieve. Okay. Positions are basically held and occupied by real people who are actually following the job description. Okay. Cost centers basically are allocated to positions to record and register the expenses, the monthly expenses for salaries, for overheads, for other charges or reserves that are being used up, and a cost center is then used for payroll. Persons, basically, these are real people who will be having an association with the organization, and their details will be shared with the company and stored in the company. So organization and staffing will be a complex structure. SAP consultant will be responsible to maintain. The organization staffing will be a network that an SAP consultant will maintain. The relationships, again, are a part of a consultant's area of responsibility. And the units, organizational units will be created, jobs will be created, and each job will describe the position, and positions will be occupied by a person, a real person. A task will be a part of the job description. Okay. The tree structure, of course, again, the layout of a structure is of two types, top down or bottom up. The B and A, we've already seen that. Okay. The top down, the bottom up, and it's basically for establishing the reporting relationship. Okay. The structures can be lean, can be simple, can be complex, and the jobs again define the positions, and these are again established using the various types that we have. A and B is for reporting up and down, right? Top down, bottom up. Okay. That's how these relationships will be maintained and established within SAP. Organizational plan, again, I've told you, these will be made by SAP consultants. Okay. And the tree view, of course, we'll also see that how trees are basically made. These tree, we will actually have a view of this, and we will just see this if we have some time left, and we'll be maintaining all of this. I hope the server has not signed out, because idle time basically signs it out. Otherwise, you're done with the EC02. I hope it works. It responds back. It has gone into hibernation mode. So let's do it in the next one.